Everywhere you go in New York City, everywhere, even in Cleveland, you see help wanted signs. We need these people to work, and yet they can't work. We have to give them work authorization. There's not a restaurant in New York who can't use them. There's not a lawn service. There's not a construction outfit. There's help wanted. We are at full employment in this country. For God's sakes, why can't we get these people?
That's former Fox News anchor and old-timey cartoon villain Geraldo Rivera telling Chris Cuomo that maybe it's time we start accepting all these illegals. Because what America needs now more than ever is cheap, exploitative labor from foreigners who don't share your values. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and it looks like Geraldo took a break from tying women to train tracks and sharing shirtless pictures of himself to get in some hot water over his opinions on immigration. That's right, the unemployed journalist created a firestorm by posting this on X. Many of the folks most concerned with illegal immigrant aliens have never actually seen one. I'll give you a second to let that sink in and realize that it's once again liberal projection, because last I checked, the only time liberals see illegals are when they're cleaning their house or mowing their yard. It's why people like Jen Psaki, who live in the wealthy suburbs of Northern Virginia, have no issue with saying stuff like this.
I mean, if you look at some of these exit polls, I mean, I live in Virginia. Immigration was the #1 issue.
Yes.
I mean, again, these could change in Virginia.
Well, Virginia does have a border with West Virginia. It's a very contested area.
Build a wall. Like, what?
Now, despite the fact that Biden's crisis brought more illegals into this country than the entire legal population of Arizona and 36 other states, or the fact that it's gotten so bad that even liberals in urban areas are starting to complain, Geraldo makes it more apparent that he's actually the one who's never seen them. Just listen to how he describes them.
This is Darwinian. These are folks largely who came through the Darien Gap, the jungle, the killer jungle with treacherous pathways and mountains and floods. They came through the Darien Gap. They made their way through conflicted Central America. They hiked 1,500 miles to all of the length and breadth of Mexico. They crossed the Rio Grande. They got into, these are the people who, they are the fittest. They are the most ambitious. They are exactly the kind of people that we should harness.
Yep, just look at these physically fit specimens here, Geraldo. Oh man, you're totally right. Now, like I said earlier, this kind of blew up in his face. Users on X were quick to shut him down and point out his blatant hypocrisy. Sir Winston said Laken Riley saw one. It was the last thing she saw. Say her name, Geraldo. X-user Kevin Dalton posted the headlines from stories about illegals sexually assaulting and murdering Americans, captioning it with, "Let's meet a few, shall we?" Another X-user blasted Rivera as moronic, saying, "You're full of BS and arrogance. Read what you just posted, it's moronic." Physically knowing whether someone is here illegally or not has absolutely no bearing on witnessing what their presence is doing to our country. Crime is up everywhere. Taxpayers in large Democrat cities are paying the most. Their state and city taxes are going up to house, feed, clothe, and provide medical care, all free. Most of those who came here illegally will never make a contribution to our country. They will be forever dependent on American citizens to continue to support them financially. Prove you support them. Invite a family not vetted to come live with you to showcase what a wonderful citizen you are. Put your money where your big mouth is. Yikes. Well, it's no secret Geraldo has idiot takes on immigration. He's been pushing it since 2007 and got in a heated debate with Bill O'Reilly about it, and it's probably one of the reasons he was canned from the Five. But at least he's staying busy by talking to other washed-up journalists for an audience of no one. Let me know what you think. Does Geraldo have a point? Should illegals be rewarded with citizenship because they walked really, really far? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Boy!